Welcome to TARTLEcast with your hosts Alexander McKegg and Jason Rigby, where humanity steps into the future and source data defines the path.
Okay, TikTok, slow down. We're back.
We had a week.
Yeah, I've had a week to deal with my deflated ego. Thank you, TikTok.
Notice his hair's cut.
He's
got a different blouse on.
Yeah, I got a different blouse on. What a pain.
See, this phone's dinging even right now with TikTok comments.
All right, so
we're coming in as
we're going to spend 10 minutes talking about TikTok comments, and then we're just going to answer them.
Okay, Pokemon Trap King. Let me work for you guys, LOL. I got a background in this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have a contact address at tartle.co. You can go ahead.
Yeah, and then
reach out.
Science guy, SC1ENCE guy. He commented before, and then we had sent a video of him commenting, and he said, "Transparency and no double spins. That is the way." Transparency.
Oh, yeah, transparency
and no double spins. That is the way.
That's how we do it.
Right.
Shout out to him. Thank you for the support.
Yeah, and then you made a joke about him being like Bill Nye.
Yeah.
He said, "I do real science, not TV BS."
Yo, that's fun. Bill Nye's going to get in this. This is going to be some huge online TikTok battle.
Sal Gazar 1111. He comments all the time. He said, "Where can I get the T-shirt? The one with the little kids and the alien?"
He wants to know.
Yeah,
I'll post. I get most of my T-shirts on Etsy.
Yeah,
I'm glad you like the one that says "Don't talk to strangers."
Yeah, that's a funny one. Bray Das AU said this: "When do you think blockchain will make a serious public impact? I'm hearing 90% of people haven't even heard of it, or they see crypto as fake money."
Yeah, I think this is probably what will happen when I think about probability. It's going to be integrated into all these systems that you're using. You won't even realize it. It's just going to happen on the back end, and people won't even really do a big study of it, the general public, and they won't even know that they're using it or it is being used.
But it is the wave of the future.
It's the wave of the future.
There's no way around it.
Decentralization is the future.
Yeah. Bradley Harding 67. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comments he made on different videos.
Okay, paragraphs.
One, he says, "Why isn't the Facebook link working?" And we've had a bunch of comments on that.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Facebook changes their rules constantly, and we are trying to keep up with them changing these rules and continually giving you guys access. As you know, what we're doing is a little disruptive. So these other companies are like, "No, we're not going to let you do that." And we're trying to vouch for you to say, we're not doing this for us. We're doing it for the people that actually own that information.
Right. And
so I just ask for patience. We hear you, and we have a development team, and we have processes, and we're working on all this to make sure everything's buttoned up.
Yeah, and then he also says this with some of his comments, needs a little more detail on how this all works and how to use it. I get how the process works and have been saying this for years. Then he says this, also think that with all the video ads they press on us, we should get paid a small part for our time. You actually sit down and add up how many ads we watch, just say in an hour's time, it's remarkable. Now put $1 to it, say 30 cents, and an 8-hour day, it's almost a full day's worth of wages.
Yeah. Damn straight. That's what we've been saying. If you put labor and time into something, you need the compensation for it. And if you're confused on how the system works, I don't blame you. You guys are looking at iteration 1.0. This was my mind creating this thing. And now we've done so much testing with you folks because you've been so generous that we're coming out with the 2.0 version very soon. And it's going to be very clear and straightforward, and it's going to be helpful. And you'll know exactly what's going on and how to use it.
Ryan the Yeti, which we talked about him before.
Oh, he's classic. I remember this guy. Yeah, this is good. He's back.
So he said, because we sent him a video of us talking about him. He said, "Good marketing strategy, man. Haha. I just made the comment due to how you were framed in the vid. It made you look super tall. Looks like you fixed it." So
you bet we fixed it.
Yeah, we fixed it. Yeah, it looks better.
Thank you, Yeti man.
And then Weave Magic said this: "I don't disagree. Companies and consumers will greatly benefit, but I just expect AI to replace workers, further exacerbating wealth inequality."
So they're saying, I guess conceptually, if I understand this correctly, they're talking about AI comes in and removes certain job processes that don't need to be there, and then less people are actually having the ability to make money because a computer takes over their position.
Yes,
possibly. But what you find with bees, they found that bees aren't generally the number one pollinator, and when one species dies, another one actually takes over and replaces it. So what you'll find is that there's a shift. The job that they were doing is no longer needed for a human, but other jobs are required for that. Things that are creative that AI can't compensate for. Very nice, though. I'm glad they're thinking towards the future.
And wealth inequality is something that we've talked about at TARTLE.
Why do we do? That's why we designed it, so you, as the person selling your data, can open up a new monetary stream for yourself. We want to economically elevate people, also.
Yeah. So you had a little side note about, because somebody's pushing back, and I like this.
I like pushbacks.
You had a little side note about posture, and you were kind of, I was like hunched over, and we were talking about it, and then and that video went viral. We have like 240,000 views or whatever about how your posture is. And this person wrote all caps, so very passionate. My man doesn't know about health issues like autism or cerebral palsy affecting how they carry themselves. Just another video explaining healthy people have better lives.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not even close to what I'm saying. You're looking at it strictly in a material sense. Someone that has cerebral palsy someone that can still exude a lot of internal strength.
Yes.
That is a form of posture. And I'm just saying, in a normal, healthy person, right? Normal, in a normalized format, not a person that has some sort of debilitating disease or anything else like that destroys their bone structure and they're forced to be leaned over or walking improperly. Now, I'm not saying that defines the person, how they think, walk, talk, or act. That's something that's just out of their control. They're also defined internally by their own strength. You know, I've known many very fantastic people, handicapped people, that have done phenomenal, monumental things in this world that any normal walking person hasn't done.
Right.
And when I talk about the posture goes beyond the material. And you watched a 10-second clip. You need to understand the context of a lot of this stuff, right? And that goes back to even data itself. It's important that we understand that context. And when I talk about posture, it's a function of how we carry ourselves, not just the fact that I'm standing up straight.
Right. And like you said, in a spinal or physical sense.
Yeah, that's just an unfair assumption. Why would we ever do something like that?
Ani_fan said, I didn't understand a thing you said, but I'll act like I do.
I get that a lot.
Hitman Yogi commented, stop telling the truth.
What do you want me? You know what? I have a...
but I mean, I think like in a good way.
No, he's cool. He or she, doesn't matter. There's a real good quote that I've always enjoyed, and it is, the truth is at all times unpopular.
Right.
Does that vibe?
Yes.
You hear that?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
What's the next one?
So talking about the same article because that went viral, so we get a lot of comments on that. Farmboy 316-117-1013 said, very right, I died 20 minutes, no heartbeat, and came back seeing clear and have become more calm and humble from it, and only speaking to help and if spoken to. And then there was 6 replies to that. I'm sorry, did he have a near-death experience?
Yes. Okay.
You may have had a walk-in. Many with near-death experience do, especially if there was a big change. My mom died for 5 minutes and had years of rehab because her muscles teared from lack of proper blood flow. Are you sure it was 20 minutes? And they're getting into this near-death experience.
Isn't it interesting
how it went from, and then different people that experienced that. But 6 people commented on that one. So when we get into, and I know the whole episode is about what your data is worth, and it's more than gold, and get paid to sell your data.
But did you see how important that was?
Yes.
Now you have 6 other points of input.
Yes.
On someone else's perspective. So if you come to a data model on people on near-death experiences, that's the type of data packet information that you'd want to share with the world.
Right.
Because there's something very, very interesting to be studied there. And the fact that we have to go through and study this in a comment function, okay, got it. But for other people, for researchers that actually look around near-death experiences, some, MDs in the field, this is a big deal.
Yeah, _blue gorilla said the Great Reset. He put that in capitals. Institutions and the wealthy elite are funneling money into blockchain-based cryptocurrency because the Federal Reserve tanked.
Yeah. I love when people state obvious things. What it is a big shift to power. And so they're now like, okay, where's the power? Well, we need to control more currency. It's what it's always been.
RHADA stocks, RADA stocks, commented, are you wearing a Whoop?
Yes. We both of us are wearing a Whoop. Whoop does a great job. We wouldn't have,
because we're not we're not woke. We're whooped.
Yeah, we're not woke. We're whooped. And I really like the fact that from direct conversation with Whoop, going over their data policies, how they store the data, how it's used and analyzed, that was kind of the driving factor for why I chose this for a health IoT device.
Right. No, I love it. S. Young Foxy said, who are you? And if I check out TARTLE, what are you doing with my data?
Again, who am I? I am a human being on a mission to drive benefit for other human beings and help solve the world's problems through the collective power of our data. That's who I am. What am I doing with your data? Absolutely nothing. I facilitate a transaction between you as a seller and a person that is a buyer. I want you to manage your own data, be self-responsible for it, and share it towards causes you care about for solving these massive problems that face us as a civilization.
Bray Dos AU, BRAYDOS AU said, I love your videos, bro.
Thank you.
Shannon
Thank you.
commented just the emoji with mind blown.
Okay.
VOIDRQE said, I don't know what this is, but I'm here for it.
Yeah, isn't that cool? I'm glad that our vision and the passion is actually being felt through the camera or through the audio. It's nice. It's nice that people, they're like, I feel that fire.
Right.
You know, I don't know what's going on, but there's something good about it that I want to be a part of.
Yeah, and same again, BRAYDOSAU, and we'll close on this one. Commented this: do you think government is scared to go digital because true privacy doesn't exist in the digital realm?
Absolutely. That is a fantastic comment. Thank you for that question. Yes, absolutely. If we think about a world of incentives and a world of power structures, you could probably imagine how such transparency could upset that sort of power spectrum.
Yeah, and Bray DOSAU, he has a picture of his dog. At TARTLE, we love dogs.
Love dogs.
So he's got a picture of his dog. So shout out. Put us on. I'll do this and then send us a picture. We'd love to give a shout out to your dog.
Yeah, most definitely. We need to know the dog's name too.
Yeah, and if any of you guys have dogs, we'll shout out dogs. We'd love that.
We'll do dog shout outs all day. You know, doggy data.
Yeah, doggy data. Perfect.
All right, TikTok. Thank you again for round 2.
Thank you for listening to TartleCast with your hosts Alexander McKegg and Jason Rigby, where humanity steps into the future and source data defines the path. What's your data worth?